Hello and welcome back to another lecture. In this lecture, we're going to go ahead and create a plate in place in one of these column right here. But before I go ahead and continue, last week we had a math puzzle, and I said I will solve it on my next video. So this is the next video, and this was the puzzle right here. So here it is. So there it is, and you can figure it out. This is very simple mathematical equation. He is 25 and she is 19 at the time they got married. But let's go ahead and talk about this week puzzle before I continue with the Autodesk. And here it is. This week it's going to be, this man is all mixed up. Someone told him the length of his head is exceeded by the length of his leg by 20.5 inches and his body by 23.5 inches. If you will add the length of the head and the legs, you will find that the sum, there should be sum right there, my mistake, sum would exceed the body's length by 6 inches. How tall is this man? Put your answer down the bottom and I will solve this for you next week. All right, let's get back to our Autodesk here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put a plate underneath this short column right here. Whoops, I'm talking about this column right there. Okay, first what I want to do, I want to isolate. I'm going to come in here, see if I can do this, shut this off. All right, there we go. And this is the column we're talking about right here. Let's select the column and then come down here, right there, isolated. Isolate object, click on that. It's isolate object. There we go. And then what I want to do, I want to grab this little thing here. The USC right there. Oh, come on. I can do it. Put it right at top right there. We can position it as I make it bigger. Let me see if I put it in the right spot. I actually wouldn't, yeah. No, I want to put on the outside one. So I'm going to move it a little bit more. There, that's better. Then once you do that, come down here to make the snapping. So I got snap midpoint, center, node. Yeah, I'm good. The next thing I want to do, I want to draw a polyline. To do a polyline, I'm just going to go ahead and type in Command P. And that gave me a polyline right there. Click on that. And I want to go ahead and put a polyline right here. I'm click on this corner. And I'm going to go in on this line. I'm going to type in 0 space 6 inches, enter. That will put me right here. And I'm going to go over here, make sure I'm at 90 degree. Let me bring this down here so I can see better. 90 degree, come on. And 0 space 3 inches, enter. Bring it back to right this corner, enter. And come back this way. Same thing, 0 space 3 inches, enter. And I'm going to come back 90 degree again this way, 180 whatever. 0 space 3 inches, enter. And I'm going to tie it back into this corner, enter. So there's my polygon right here. Once we do that, go to the object from a top tab up here, click on object. From an object, come up to here at the plate. There's a button right there that says plate at polyline. Click on that, and then you're going to come in and select the polyline by clicking it. Now hit enter. Okay, so our plate is about 1/2 inch. This is a default. That's too thick. Make it a little bit thinner. So let's go ahead and make it 1/4 inch. Enter, and we're good, and it looks on top and it lines up. So I'm going to close this out. You want to come in on a Project Explorer right here, on a landing pond right here, on a group. Right click on the landing and whoops, and say add element, and then select the plate and hit enter. Now we have it there if you need to go back to it. So I'm going to come back in here. Let's go back down here, select it and isolate the object again. Click on that in object isolation, and there we are right here, and we should have a plate underneath there. Can't see it, it's too thin right there. Of course you can go back and then shut off these landing and shut off the level and get back to where we were. This is how it's done. So do a lot of practices, not much to it, and the next time we're going to go ahead and do welding and bolt on these plates. Have a good day. I hope this was helpful.